Advice to my younger self, don't let the haters hold you back. Always shoot your shot and never hide your ambition. Go for all of your goals and you'll achieve it.
I'm Abigail Velez. I'm a storyteller, reporter, and journalist, and this is my spark. I've always wanted to be a reporter since I was so young, and the reason why I knew that was because I have this natural ability to connect with people. I realized that I can spark conversation with virtually anyone at any time, and I'm really good at holding a conversation with my natural curiosity and my ability to ask why. I'm from El Paso, Texas, which is a tiny town off of the tip of Texas. I'm the first in my family to go to college. I'm also the first in my family to leave my hometown of El Paso, so you can imagine how difficult it's been to be so far away. But my experience in high school was like many high schoolers. It was difficult, I was bullied, and it stayed with me forever. But along that journey, I found a lot of naysayers, and that's actually what fueled me to try and be as successful as possible. High school was difficult for me, so for that reason, I went into college so excited to make new friends, make good experiences, and I did exactly that, and I flourished in college. So if you're in high school and you're not liking it, trust me, it gets better.
I have always been competitive. Sometimes it's been a weakness, but more than anything, I think it's been a strength. I'm competitive and I always want to do my best, and I love winning. So as a young girl, whether that was ballet or cheerleading, I wanted to do my best and I wanted to win every competition. Now that I'm in my professional career, I want to excel every single day when I clock in to tell the stories that matter in my community. And because I'm competitive, I always hold myself to a higher standard. I learn from others and I take up little quips from people along the way that can help strengthen me, whether that's in my professional career or with my mental health. Either way, I try to be as competitive as possible to be better than the person I was yesterday. I think we have to know when we've had too much social media, and you'll know when you feel those feelings of anxiety, of just negative feelings boiling in you because of what you're seeing on social media. What's hit me negatively with social media is that I feel like there's so much bad news. I mean, I feel like a lot of us feel that way these days. It's like one bad thing after another bad thing, and that's when it really all consumes me and it makes me feel terrible. And that's when I know, when I feel anxious, it's time to put the phone down and take a step aside. I think young people need to be better at knowing when they've had too much. When you feel that physical feeling of just angst and terror, you need to step away from the phone. The way it's positively impacted me, though, is it sparks my creativity. I get to see what other people are doing creatively and professionally, and it allows me to think, hey, I can do that too. Or I like that idea, but I think I can tweak it and make it a little bit better. So positively, it makes me feel creative and inspired. Negatively, sometimes it can be all-consuming in all the bad ways, so you need to know when to step aside. I work on my confidence every single day. I think everyone suffers from imposter syndrome in one way or another. When you walk into a room and you look at the people around you and you go, am I welcome in this room? Can I hold my own? There's been times where I'll show up to a press conference and I see the reporters around me and I think I'm not nearly as experienced as these people. But what I have found is when you already put yourself down in that way and you have doubt, you're already setting yourself up for failure. So why don't you set yourself up for success and say, of course I'm welcome here. I have the ability to be everything I want and more. So imposter syndrome, everyone goes through it. Confidence, working on it every day. But as long as you have those foundational skills of I am worthy, I am great, I am strong, I am fierce, you can get over that imposter syndrome very easily. So I started doing pageants when I was younger because I think I had ambition and I had ability, but I wasn't polished, I had no confidence, and Lord knows I didn't know how to hold a makeup brush. So my mother put me in pageants and I got bit by the pageant bug. I couldn't stop after that, and by the grace of God, I was able to compete and win Miss San Antonio 2022. And the reason why I competed was so it can sharpen my skills so I can be a reporter. Because believe it or not, when you compete in pageants, you have to become so well-rounded. You have to learn how to speak, how to hold yourself, how to stand. It's really just crucial life skills that you learn while in pageants. And that really helped me for my career, and it helped develop me into the woman that I am today. It taught me resilience, it taught me confidence, it taught me strength. So I would never change that for the world. Mentorship is crucial when it comes to success. I've always looked up to Nora O'Donnell. She works for CBS, she works for 60 Minutes, and she once had her own evening show. So that is someone that I always looked up to. But as far as mentorship, I'd have to say my sister. She's selfless and she taught me everything it means to be powerful and independent. So my big sis. It's incredibly important to set goals for yourself. Like I've mentioned, I'm extremely competitive, and that means with myself too. When I have a goal in mind or I want to achieve something, I don't allow myself to give up. I don't even allow myself to think of the possibility that I don't achieve those goals. In my journey into my career, I really wanted a job in El Paso. I wanted to be an anchor reporter in my hometown. Unfortunately, no one there hired me, but Austin, Texas did hire me, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity to now be reporting and anchoring in our capital city, and I wouldn't change a thing. So remember, when you don't accomplish one of those goals, it's not that you failed, it's just a redirection for something better. I came from an underrepresented community with low resources that wanted to break into this industry, and I did it by myself. And here are the two things that allowed me to do so. One, I applied myself. I took it upon myself to learn everything. I wasn't a know-it-all, and I was so eager to learn. So I used every tool that was available to me. I used every asset, whether that was a mentor or an internship, that allowed me to break into this industry. And applying myself really allowed me to excel in college and get a job in media, in reporting. The second thing, truly and honestly, I never gave up. It's so difficult sometimes when you come from a marginalized community to be great and to succeed, because there's so little resources and you're kind of paving your own way because no one came before you to teach you how to do it. And it was difficult. I feel like I always had to work 2 times harder than everybody else just to get to the same place. But I never gave up. I never allowed myself to be a victim, and I never allowed my situation to hold me back. In 2022, I registered 300 people to vote in San Antonio because I believe in the power of community service and allowing your voice to be heard through voting. And that was my way of giving back to the community and being involved and serving. I have a heart for service, and I think service is so important in your community. Why does it matter? Because it allows you to connect with people and it allows you to stay grounded.